Kyren Lacy, a dynamic wide receiver whose electrifying play made him a standout at Louisiana State University, LSU, left a profound mark on college football before his life was cut tragically short at 24. As of April 16, 2025, Lacy's story, from his roots in Thibodaux, Louisiana, to his rise as an NFL draft prospect, resonates as a tale of immense talent, personal struggles, and a devastating end. His journey, marked by highlight reel catches and off-field challenges, unfolded against the backdrop of a fatal car accident that clouded his future. Lacy's death on April 12, 2025, ruled an apparent suicide by a self-inflicted gunshot wound during a police pursuit in Houston, Texas, has left fans, teammates, and family grappling with grief and questions. His legacy, tied to both his on-field brilliance and the weight of his final months, underscores the fragility of promise in the face of mental health struggles. Born on September 27, 2000, in Thibodaux, Louisiana, Kyren Lacy grew up in a tight-knit community where football was king. Raised by his parents, Kenny and Monica Lacy, alongside siblings, Kyren showed athletic gifts early. At Thibodaux High School, he was a three-star recruit, amassing 864 receiving yards and 18 touchdowns as a senior in 2018. His speed and hands drew college offers, and he committed to the University of Louisiana at Lafayette, ULL, enrolling in 2019. Over 2 seasons with the Ragin' Cajuns, Lacy played 24 games, catching 54 passes for 827 yards and 10 touchdowns, showing flashes of big play ability. Seeking a bigger stage, he transferred to LSU in 2022, joining a program known for producing NFL talent. At LSU, Lacy's career blossomed. As a junior in 2022, he played 14 games, catching 24 passes for 247 yards and a touchdown, adjusting to the SEC's intensity. His senior year, 2024, was a breakout. Lacy led the Tigers with 9 receiving touchdowns, ranking second in catches, 58, and yards, 866, behind Brian Thomas Jr. His 14.9 yards per catch and knack for contested grabs made him a favorite of quarterback Garrett Nussmeier. Memorable moments included a game-winning touchdown in overtime against Ole Miss on October 12, 2024, electrifying Tiger Stadium. Lacy's performance earned him All-SEC second-team honors, and ESPN's Mel Kiper Jr. ranked him the number 6 wide receiver prospect for the 2025 NFL Draft in December 2024. At LSU's Pro Day on March 26, 2025, his 4.45-second 40-yard dash and 38-inch vertical leap solidified his draft stock. Off the field, Kyren Lacy was a magnetic presence. Teammates, including 2024 Heisman winner Jayden Daniels, saw him as family, celebrating his wit and steadfast loyalty. Majoring in sports administration at LSU, Lacy envisioned a career beyond the gridiron. His Instagram, @KyrenLacy2, reflected his flair for fashion, deep ties to his Thibodaux roots, and pride in Louisiana's Cajun heritage, often tagged with his signature, KL2. Yet, a tragic event in his final months cast a shadow over his bright future. On December 17, 2024, Lacy was involved in a fatal accident on Louisiana Highway 20 in Lafourche Parish. While driving a 2023 Dodge Charger, he allegedly sped and passed vehicles illegally in a no-passing zone, sparking a deadly chain reaction. A pickup truck swerved to avoid Lacy's car, colliding head-on with a Kia Sorento. Herman Hall, a 78-year-old passenger in the Sorento, succumbed to his injuries. According to Louisiana State Police, Lacy fled the scene without offering aid or contacting authorities, leading to charges of negligent homicide, felony hit-and-run, and reckless operation of a vehicle. On January 12, 2025, Lacy surrendered to authorities and was released on $151,000 bail. His attorney, Matthew Ory, insisted Lacy wasn't responsible for the crash, expressing confidence that evidence would exonerate him at a grand jury hearing scheduled for April 14, 2025. The incident, however, shattered Lacy's NFL dreams. The NFL barred him from the scouting combine, and his draft stock plummeted. Mel Kiper Jr.'s updated big board dropped him from the top 10 wide receivers. Public backlash grew intense, his mugshot dominated headlines, overshadowing his on-field heroics, and a civil lawsuit named him alongside another uncharged driver. Posts on X captured fans' frustration, with many lamenting the relentless pressure Lacy faced. Despite the turmoil, Lacy declared for the 2025 NFL Draft on December 19, 2024, just 2 days after the accident. Choosing to skip LSU's Texas Bowl victory over Baylor, he poured his energy into navigating the legal storm. The crash and its fallout marked a turning point. Once hailed as a first-round talent, Lacy grappled with a tarnished reputation and mounting stress. His absence from the combine, a critical showcase for prospects, signaled the NFL's wariness, and the civil suit compounded his challenges. Ori's defense highlighted discrepancies in the police narrative, but the public's perception had shifted. Lacy's decision to enter the draft amid chaos reflected his determination to reclaim his future, yet the weight of the tragedy and scrutiny proved overwhelming. His story, once defined by acrobatic catches and locker-room camaraderie, became a cautionary tale of how quickly promise can unravel under life's unpredictability, setting the stage for the heartbreaking events that followed. Lacy's life unraveled further on April 12, 2025, in Houston, Texas. Around 11:15 p.m., Harris County Precinct 4 deputies responded to a weapons disturbance call at the 9300 block of FM 1960. A female family member reported that Lacy, after a verbal argument, fired a gun into the ground and fled in his vehicle. Deputies spotted his car 20 minutes later and attempted a traffic stop, but Lacy sped off, triggering a chase spanning several miles. The pursuit ended when Lacy's car crashed near the 25900 block of Aldine Westfield in Spring, Texas. When officers approached, they found Lacy dead from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound, a handgun recovered inside the vehicle. The Harris County Sheriff's Office stated that preliminary findings indicated Lacy shot himself during the pursuit, before the crash. Body camera and dashcam footage showed no shots fired by deputies post-crash. The Harris County Institute of Forensic Sciences conducted an autopsy, and the case remains under review by the District Attorney's Civil Rights Division, standard for deaths during attempted arrests. The news stunned the football world. LSU issued a statement, "We're saddened to learn of the tragic passing of former LSU football student-athlete Kyren Lacy. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family and loved ones, as well as his former teammates and coaches impacted by his passing." Lacy's father, Kenny, shared a heartrending Facebook post, urging parents to prioritize mental health. "Young parents, start talking to your kids at a very early age. Mental health is real, and for the most part, it's invisible. Don't ignore the signs, even if they may seem small. Our lives have changed forever." Former teammate Jaden Daniels posted on Instagram, "It was yo turn next bro," lamenting Lacy's unfulfilled NFL dreams. Tributes flooded X, with fans mourning, one writing, "Kyren Lacy had so much life ahead of him, I really hate to hear that." Lacy's attorney, Matthew Ori, criticized the investigation as a witch hunt, arguing the NFL's draft exclusion and media bias, circulating his mugshot over game photos, crushed Lacy's spirit. Kyren was a young man with immense promise, and he was crushed under the weight of an irresponsible and prejudiced process, Ori told WAFB. The controversy over his celebration at the 2024 Modelo Vegas Kickoff Classic, where he mimicked firing a rifle after a touchdown, added to his scrutiny, though it paled beside the crash's fallout. Lacy's career stats, 162 catches, 2,360 yards, and 26 touchdowns across ULL and LSU, cement his place as a Louisiana football star. His 2024 season, with 9 touchdowns, showcased a receiver with first-round potential. Coaches like ULL's Michael Desormeaux mourned his loss, noting the pain felt by teammates. Yet, Lacy's story is inseparable from his final act. His father's plea for mental health awareness, echoed by resources like the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, underscores the tragedy's deeper message. Lacy's life, from Thibodeau's Fields to LSU's Roar, ended in shadows, leaving a legacy of brilliance and heartbreak. That's Kyren Lacy's tale, a star whose light burned bright before fading too soon. His journey reminds us talent isn't enough without support, and mental health can't be ignored. Thanks for joining me, folks. Hope his story hits deep. Keep checking on those you love, and I'll catch you next time.